Could be a little noisy here. We're out in Westbury, New York, out on Long Island. We're starting this fly system job. Right now we got a section tore off, as you can see here. We're getting ready to get the tapered system ISO board on it, and then we're going to go ahead and put our benchmark fly system on top of it when we get done here. Here, as you can see, we're starting to get the ISO board down. We got the first inside sheet down, which is 1/2 inch out to 1.5 inches. The second course is from 1.5 inches out to 2.5 inches. And after that, we continue with a 2-inch form, and we build up another 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches, and continue to taper like that. We got our drain cut out there, so we can know where that's at. And the guys, as you see down there, are continuing to tear off the next section for us. So the next step is to keep going with the ISO board. And here we're reaching the outside perimeter of the building. We got the foam filled in there. As you can see, there's 4 inches in there already. We still got the 1.5 inch to go up to get the top of the wall here. As you can see down further a little bit, you might be able to see that that's already in down there. But we're getting to this side of the building, and we'll work our way the other way. And here we're just finishing up with the ISO board. As you can see, it's all done around there. It's all tapered down to the center. Over on that far container board over there, you see how it's lower there in the center. It is on the higher edges. Now we're going to install a cricket to divert that water towards the drain here. We'll get them installed next, and then it's time to put some Conklin on. Alright, as you can see, we got one of the crickets in right here. This is a cricket system produced by Atlas. This is a Gemini cricket. They're trying to get the other side in now. They're getting the first set of the boards down here, and we got a second set go behind it, and then we'll fill in behind that. Kind of bright out here this morning, so I don't know if you can see this very well, but that's what we're doing right now, is getting the second cricket going in. Well, we got both of our crickets in now. Now we're getting ready to put some prime time on. That was the fun part. You just get to roll some prime time here for a while and get it in, then we'll work on the seams. Now we're getting the prime time primer down. It goes down gray. It dries real quick. We should have this primed out here in about another 45 minutes to an hour, and probably within an hour after that we'll be able to go ahead and start doing our seams on this. It doesn't really take too long to have the primer dry up on a nice breezy day like it is today, and it's nice and sunny, so it shouldn't take us too long to get this all primed out here. Yeah, we're getting the seams done now. You can see I'm putting some base coat down to put the SpunFlex fabric in it, and we'll do these over the seams. Over here we're doing a little quick caulking where we got some fairly large openings in some of the foam there. It didn't quite fit together the way they design it. Sometimes that happens quite often, but we're doing a little quick caulking right in here, so get those things done, and then we'll go ahead and put the coatings and primer on that. But we'll get the rest of these seams done up here this afternoon, and tomorrow we'll be able to put the ply system on it. And here we got all the seams all done up here, and tomorrow morning, once the dew rises up off this, we're going to start putting the ply system on this. So yeah, we got the foam system all on now. As you see that one down there, we already got the base coat and the SpunFlex on that one. Here's the center part here. You can see where you got some of the seams done, and then we got to do the rest of the seams over here and this end down here. And we got a little surprised by the solar panel guys that come up here, and they put 60 some of these little deals in our roof. So we're going to remove all of them this morning. They unscrew from the base. We're going to remove them and run our ply system and our SpunFlex and our base coat. And after we get that on, we'll reinstall them and incorporate them into the top coat system. But that whole thing works smarter, not harder, huh? Just what every roofer loves to see. A morning sun just barely coming up over the horizon. There's a drop of dew in sight. We get this base coated up here today with a fabric in her, and one more step to top coat her, and we're done. Okay, and here we're putting our SpunFlex down our base coat. You see we're rolling out a little bit of base coat there in front of the roll of SpunFlex here. You'll get enough in there here, and we'll roll the SpunFlex out. You want to get that on there so where it kind of looks just like a little bit of an orange peel on there. You don't want it too thick because you have a problem getting your fabric to lay down in there very well, but you don't want it too thin because then you don't get enough product to do the job. But now he'll roll that out. He'll roll this out in there. And sometimes you can push it really easy with your roller like he's doing, and other times it has a memory of its own, wants to go where it wants to go. Then you just simply add a little more top coat to the top of it, embed that down into the base coat rather, embed that down in there, and he'll add a little more on top of that, and that's as simple as that is right there. Want to get a little more product here. Just throw a little more product out there just to make sure we got enough to cover it up there real good. And we'll just continue the rest of the roof across here, and we'll be done here in about 4 or 5 hours hopefully. And this is a pretty sight. It's all fabric and base coats all on it now. We'll let this cure up. We'll come back and we'll reinstall those brackets for the solar system panel that's going to go on here, the solar panel that's going on here. And then we'll top coat it out and call it a day.